Hello everybody, welcome back with a brand new episode of The Binding of Isaac Repentance. I was a very happy boy when we did the beautiful Delirium with Eve, actually. Isn't it a funny feeling that a lot of characters still need the frickin' lamb of all things? Like the flippin' oh, that's a good item. I really do like that item. I will admit, I do love that item. I guess this is worth it. It is the first episode of the first recording session, so basically I caught up on everybody's comments and everything, and everybody seems to be liking what's going on, which I'm very impressed with. I'm actually more shocked than I think anybody, where I'm just like, people actually like my content. Okay. I think we had a little slumpy slump because of the audio issue. I'm not surprised it put me in a very bad mood. So I think the content dipped a little right there. Oh god. And hopefully people understand that accidents happen. Wasn't really my fault. And everything by the end of the week, actually, which is coming up actually, no, I'm lying to you. This is recorded on a Monday, so not very soon, but there will be a Discord, which is insane. Actually, I'm working on everything right now, and I am going to be starting to put links in the description of the channel as well. So it's very interesting for me, at least, to sort of be like, oh hey. And granted, like, if you watch the channel trailer, you know, you'll see all the links and everything. And then I'm just sort of at the point where I'm just like, yeah, I think people want to see this, or like have a way to talk, you know. And now that I'm really considering doing a live stream every Tuesday, just to sort of get into the premise, it's nice. It really is nice right now. Just sort of, you know, maybe having an exclusive channel right there and just having some fun. It's just really nice. It really is. Now, all right, now that I'm rich with 7 flippin' cents, I would like to buy a bomb. And if we don't get a bomb, well then rip. I just think everything is going smoothly right now. Everything is going very smooth. Oh my god, you actually have a bomb. That is nuts. Alright, so we put it here. Cool. The seed is W733B761. You know, I feel like as long as I'm not really too focused on like a goal here, the rants are really good. You know, I feel like, especially with this game, my brain gets very overwhelmed, if that makes sense, where I'm just like, okay, what is sort of really gonna suffer at this point? And deep down, I really don't want anything to suffer, so it's very hard for me to be like, oh my god, you know, this stinks or whatnot, where I'm starting to put pressure on myself, which is actually really great. That's showing that I really care about this project. And at first, like, generally I don't know what's gonna happen. Nobody really knows what's gonna happen with this project. As long as it's going very well than I thought, and I will gladly put it at that, where we're here to have some fun. I can't wait to see where it goes. You know what? Screw it. Screw it. I'm gonna hate myself later, so. Yep. I'm gonna hate myself later. Now I have 2. Oh my god. Oh my flippin' Jeebus. It's not as bad as I think. Definitely was not as bad as I once thought. But I don't even know why I took this. I think I took it because I never take this item. And I want to be like, okay, hey, look. It's a new me, buddy. You thought you knew me. You don't. You never did. And having that evolving statement sort of saying like, oh my god, like maybe people like me, like it was so cool to talk with everybody. And I think that was sort of like the changing point where, you know, I've talked to several creators and they sort of put it like this, where it's either you want to do it or you feel like you have to do it. And both spectrums I totally get, where I'm just like, well, I thought I had to do this because, you know, I have so much time into it. Now I'm just like, well, I'm taking it at my own pace, which is very interesting. Oh god, I'm gonna get hit no matter what. Oh, just kidding, I'm a pro strat. I don't think I would ever be able to take this if my controller wasn't 1000%, I'll tell you that much. Dingle? Oh, okay, well, it's red hot Dingle, and I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, well, you calm down, mister. And, you know, as I've said, I always feel like there's stuff that, you know, maybe we feel like we gotta do, or, you know, something else where, you know, you put too much time. It's like starting a Lego project. Yeah. Which one do I take? I really like them both. That's the thing. I really like them both. I feel like they nerfed that. I genuinely feel like they nerfed that, because I feel like I used to get like 7 black hearts out of that for like 3, and it never made sense to me. The reason why I took Delirium is pretty self-explanatory at this point. Excuse me. It doubles our familiars, and I'm pretty sure that includes Delirium. So, granted. Oh, cool. Of course, this is going to be a hot run, and I probably may have screwed it up. I may have screwed it up, and I don't know how I feel about it. Because I don't want to die with money equals power. I don't think anybody wants to die with money equals power. One of my favorite items of all time. I don't care. But yeah, how I put it, especially in life, let's think of life as like a Lego board right now. Where, you know, you started it years ago. Or a week ago. And, you know, you loved every minute of putting it together, and then, you know, you had to stop for whatever reason. That just shows that you don't really care about it in the first place, where if you don't really see it through, there's a problem there. There's a very, very big problem where don't know how I feel about that, but that's okay. Where, okay, I guess you don't really care about it, and you have nothing else to do, and then you come back to it when you're bored, or something else. So just something else happens, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh my god, you know, I have this. I could work on this if I really wanted to. Now, are you coming back to it because you want to do it, or it's because you're bored of it, or you had nothing better to do? You know, it's something that is very interesting. Yeah, all right. No. Okay. Sorta hate that. I sorta love it. The funny thing is, I wasn't even gonna come in here because I thought it would be Krampus. It was not Krampus. It was my savior. It was Moses. It was Moses himself that came down from the heavens. That was just like, bless me for this run, for I have not sinned. Probably have. I probably have. I just don't know it yet. Which is quite interesting. That I don't know what I've done. Did you know at one point making love was a sin? Crazy world. Crazy, crazy world. Well, it's actually, it's debatable. I don't want to really be here though. Yeah, I don't want to be here. I hate you so much, game. It's not that I hate you, game. It's I hate pieces of the game that make me get hit and makes me salty. I don't understand. To be fair, it's going really well. It's going better than what I thought. Let's put it like that. We haven't really had any money problems or like money increase, but we need to focus again. To be fair, it's really not a big deal if I die here because it's literally to the lamb. I've done that plenty of times before. I am not taking any pills. Shoot the poop because it could give us some lovin'. It could give us some lovin'. See, actually, like with this setup that we have right now, it's really not that bad. Like, I think it's pretty efficient. Like, our cheer rate must be so high. Our cheer rate's about what, 3.5, 3.5, which really isn't that bad for one. I think I could sort of live with this right now. Nope. Like, if anything comes close, we get hit. So, I mean, I guess that's fine. I guess that's fine. But comparing things to like a Lego board, that's what I want. Very tempting, but it's just not worth my time. It's really not. Everything really helps us here, but we could sort of get killed by something stupid. And in a really, really weird way, I hate this. I hate this. I don't care if it's not a boss. They still got hit. This is a superb run. I don't really want to die here. I don't want to die here. That should not have worked. Do we have any chance of red hearts right now? That's dumb. Like, real talk, that pill saved us again. Okay. what are the odds? I need to know what are the odds of that stupid pill. Like, that's just so dumb. Like, the best way possible. And this is sort of gonna be like a mini test for us. Little brimstone. I don't know if we wanna... That's crazy. That is genuinely insane that I got a familiar, I got a good familiar. As long as we like use him, that's fine. Why do we have 2 brimstones? Oh, come on now. Nope, we're dead. Oh, come on. That was a darn good run. That was actually a really good run. See? Can we just blame that on, like, taking new items? You know, I died there because it was symbolism. If you try something new, it could kill you. That's the life lesson that I want to go out on. Where I'm like, I can't remember the last time I tried anything new. And I got killed. Wow. Okay. I want to say the game got harder. Don't know how I feel. Papa, I don't know how I want to feel right now. I was at the point where I'm just like, do I reset right now? Do I reset? I don't know. Like, I feel like I shouldn't. I feel like I should not reset. And then 5 minutes later, I'm gonna die. It's okay. It's okay. Actually, we need to kill you. I'm sorry, little plum. Where is the good items? First and foremost. Okay. Like, sincerely, wholeheartedly. Like, wow. Alright, well. Ace of clubs. Sure, buddy. Sure. Technically, I could have done that to get one more bomb. But what's really the point? Very, very weird. You know, if I didn't get that hero font, I may have been like, okay, I'm done here. I want the first run of the recording session to be like, dude, you got this. Like, you got this for sure. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I do not know. And like I said, I'm totally gonna rebuttal where I don't grind off camera. I feel like maybe I should. Maybe I should. But I just don't. You know what? Awesome. How does that happen? How does that happen? Except you're being bad. Except you're being bad. That is comedy gold right now. That is comedy. And I feel like personally, I want to go on like a ranting session right now. I feel like I've made it. I feel like I made it on YouTube because I'm getting someone comment first, and I'm like, isn't that the symbolism where people actually like to watch your content? It's possible. It's possible. Granted, it could be a nice little troll, because I'm like, deep down, I don't think anybody watches my content. Be like, yes, you must watch my content. That's just how I feel. Be like, everybody isn't real right now. Like, this can't be happening. And then you just put in the grind. Yo, okay. I skamoodled. I definitely skamoodled there. You don't want to ask me what skaboodling is. I don't know. It's pretty appropriate, but you know, you never know. You never know. I'm just, once I get, well, to be fair, I can't really say, oh, once I get like recommendations on games, because I've already had recommendations, but it's just like, okay, once I get games I've never heard of, or like out of the popularity, I'm so out of the loop on what's popular. Like that, people already know that, where, you know, I didn't even know Among Us is still popular, if I'm gonna be honest with you, because apparently it's so popular we're getting a VR form now, which is like, huh? Like, I'm sure the game will be hype. Girdlings. Excuse me, there's only supposed to be 2 of you. There's only supposed to be 2 of you. And I feel like that game should have already had like VR implements. But I don't work with that company. It's just fascinating for me. Oh my god, that's an HP upgrade. I think we pass here. I think we pass. Wow, we're so weak. We can't even beat the hand. We can't even beat the wall crawlers, man. We can't even beat the wall crawlers. Lilith, was there a patch that you just got destroyed with lately? Actually, I think, no, I don't think there was an update since the last time I played. Since the new PS5, like PS Plus whatever, is getting like a chunky upgrade that is costing people a lot of stupid money, in my opinion. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be worth it. Yeah, okay. No, I need you out of here. But I think it's gonna be like 120 a year, which isn't that bad, but I feel like it could either be 120 or like 220. I don't really know. Sony tells me something and I don't really listen, if I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just like, yeah, I don't care. It's not that I don't love you, Sony. It's not that I love you to the max. But I think you do shenanigans sometimes. You do shenanigans, and I don't really like shenanigans, especially when it's costing me a lot of money per year. I mean, supposedly they took a big hit on like the PS5, which it makes sense, but let's be real here. They're still making good amount of money, but they look at a lot of things and they're like, this is how we make a lot of money. Memberships from like companies, that's how they make their big money. That is how they make their big money. And it was great for what, I think a decade. And I get it, you know, companies got to make money, but you know, especially now, I don't think people are gonna afford that. I think they're gonna switch to the Xbox, where it's cheaper for the membership fees. You know what? Do I just do YOLO? Do I just YOLO here? That is going to be the big question. Okay. Definitely not worth. Definitely not worth. But I think that was actually the second secret room. So we need to go to the first one. Get out of here. Yeah, not this. I mean, you could take it both ways, where you're just like, oh, okay, now you know the pill rotation, whoop-de flip and do. But for me, very, very rarely I take pills. Very, very rarely. Like, without a PhD, just like in real life, you shouldn't be taking pills unless if you have a PhD. It's true. It's true. You need to know all the plus or minuses. I'm just like, oh, okay. Oh, well, that's convenient. Yeah, I might as well. I have a lot of bombs. I want to hit puberty again. See, I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do, okay? All I know is you hurt me and I don't really like it. That's all I know. That's generally all I know. You hurt me and I cry at the end of the day. That's all I know you do. And I don't like it. I mean, to be fair, I actually went in the real world today. Or yesterday, excuse me. Don't laugh at me, okay, for my reasoning. But I bought a Build-A-Bear online. And it was the Pokemon Bulbasaur one. It's been out of stock for a very long time. And I just got it for stupid cheap, if I'm gonna be honest. When I sold a lot of my collection and collectibles, that was one of them. Where I swore to me, if I had the opportunity, I would like to get it back. You know, I would love to get it back. Sure. And I did. I saw one for $30, and I know I sold mine for like between 90 and like 110. So I'm like, this is a pretty good deal. They're out of stock. I'm not gonna get it again unless if they like do it. And to be fair, the normal price of one is like $60. So no matter what, I feel like I was making a pretty darn good deal at the end of the day. So I had to go to my gut and just talk to Build-A-Bear. Shoutouts to Jay, that you may never watch this, but very, very nice guy. Basically was just like, yeah, I'll give me $8 and I'll fix it. I'm like, oh, like, of course I'm gonna do that, you know. For me, it's so it's not even a risk for me, because I'm like, $8, the sound box was clipped, and that's why it was like $30. And I'm like, I'm not really gonna complain at $30. I want it with the sound, and that's all I ever wanted. And I didn't know that you could literally buy a plush. Okay, like I could have bought like the non-sound version, and you know, he could have put a sound box in there. Yeah. And I didn't even think of that. I generally was just like, oh, you know. And he told me that, like, yeah, you didn't have to buy one with a dead battery, you just didn't. And I'm like, I didn't even think about that. Like, I find it so funny that certain things I just miss out on. But when I sold virtually everything during COVID, that was what one of the two things that I wanted, where I wanted my signed Undertaker pop back and my Bulbasaur plush, because what I thought it was just so neat when it came out and I got it for retail, that I'm just like, oh, okay, this is a plush that talks. And it still blows my mind, where I just think it's really cool. Like, I'm totally like a fanboy of it, where I'm just like, oh, like, this is super cool to me. I hope I could get it, you know. I genuinely hope I could get it one day again. And I didn't even look, like, I genuinely didn't even look for it. It was one of those things where what happened was I saw it on, like, I have a saved search on it and I don't check it often, and lo and behold, there it is for $30. No broken sound box, and I rushed to it. He had I think it was like a father selling everything, because like it had like the Squirtle, Charmander and everything like that. But unfortunately, Bulbasaur is the only starter that they don't keep in stores anymore. Like, I went to the store and they're like, yeah, we have Eevee, we have Pikachu, we have Charmander, and we have Squirtle, but we don't have Bulbasaur. And it's just the weirdest thing, where I'm very surprised that like Build-A-Bear is still so popular, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, I think it's one of those companies that I thought I just had 10 bombs a minute ago. I genuinely thought I had 10. I don't know how I feel about this. Did I not have 10? Obviously not, if it says 1. Sure. You know what? Sure. Absolutely. Absolutely we'll do this. Because I'm insane. No, you open up and you get hit with bullets. Why, game? Why you kill my damage? I don't want to charge. I fully do not want to charge on this. Ow. I don't really want to die to you. I really don't want to die. Oh my god, I could get goopy gooped on my own familiar. Yo, I feel like this is horse manure. Okay. I mean, virtually nothing happened. Virtually nothing happened right there. I would like another red heart, please. Can I take another red heart for $200, please? $200 for a red heart. Or I could get hit. Or I could get hit. That's lovely. That is lovely today. Yeah, that's still not what I wanted. I like that little guy. It's dealing some good damage. Somebody gets in the way of it. Like, give me, you know what? I was gonna say give me the shop. We have not passed the shop. Only way we haven't gone yet. Yeah, no, I like that little guy. I think it's Succubi. Succubi. Comedy. No. No, you ruined my chances. You don't understand. You don't understand, game designers. Give me love. I mean, that's a death card. Literally has no purpose here. Flooded Caves 2. Okay. Okay. This is best case scenario, believe it or not. Okay. That is best case scenario. That is generally the best case scenario that we had. All right, so why did I want a red heart? Be like, Joe, are you crazy? Like, what are you doing? Like, absolutely. I wanted to come in here, not in there, sorry. I wanted to come in here because I really thought I felt good vibes here. To be fair, I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong though. All right. I guess since we have a full health pill, YOLO it. Definitely not worth. All right. I mean, hey, we got a full health pill. I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. We got 2 soul hearts out of the deal. We took 1 red heart. I think it's fine. Very extremely slow run though. But my Bulbasaur is a little fixed. And I was gonna grab him and just make you hear the voice clip. But it is literally 2 feet tall almost. And it's just... It's good for him to be back, if I'm honest. It's very good, you know. It may sound dorky. Honestly, it probably is pretty dorky, but how I live my life is I just like to be true to myself, and you know, if I like it, nobody's asking you to like it. And it's I think we still need things to make us feel young in a little bit of regard, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't feel like this should be open, but I'm gonna come in here anyway and just direct some noise. Like I didn't think this should be open because I didn't have full health. But yeah, I went to the mall generally wholeheartedly for like the first time in like since this pandemic. It's weird seeing people again. Like, it's not like I haven't seen people, but people at a mall, like, it was flipping packed. Like, why? Like, no masks, no nothing. And I guess that's a really good sign that people aren't like living in fear anymore. I'm just I was just very shocked. And you know, one of my best friends is in Europe right now from the States, and it's a little crazy to me that I think we've healed very, very quickly than most places, which I don't know. I think the numbers are still pretty high. But with that being said, I think everything else is finally getting better. And I hope it is for you as well, you know. Being a high risk person, you know, I was very cautious. You know, like I said, if one day wholeheartedly, if you the fans or like YouTube ever said, oh yeah, you know, here's a contract, you do this every 5 days a week, you do this, I would be joyous. I would never leave my house. I really don't think I would. Like maybe for conventions, and you know, I will admit I do miss the boardwalk in New Jersey because that's the only good memories of me and my dad. Don't want to get too deep there, I don't want to get too deep. That was not my intuition. But yeah, don't really have fond memories of my dad. And, you know, Wildwood, New Jersey, shoutouts to people over there. Really, the only good memories that I have. And, it sort of sucks. It really sort of sucks that, you know, I have very minimal positive memories of someone that's like your family, but you can't really change things like that. You know, it's like once it's done, you know. You can't go back in time and like fix everything, because I don't even know if I want to, because none of it was really my fault. It's very weird to like comprehend and be like, oh yeah, hey, you know, none of this was your fault, but it's gonna make you feel like it's your fault. It's very, very weird. But I like to look at the positive sense, where, if I'm honest, I never used to look on the positive sense until very, very recently, where life is a lot better once you think positive, but it's a lot more fictional, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Heck yeah. Sure. He does not need Mega Satan, or she does not need Mega Satan, so that's fine. I'm shooting these because it could have soul hearts. It did not. All right, bye bye. Don't really want to go down anyway, but yeah, it feels very good that, you know, I'm really hoping that, you know, maybe the time will come. You know, I never want to, oh god, I never want to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have this opportunity, because if people don't really tell me that they want it, then I'm never gonna assume. You need to be that. You need to be that way, where never assume somebody else's feelings toward you. I've learned that. I'm very happy that I've learned that, because it makes life so much easier, in my opinion, where it's just like, oh, okay, you know, hey, do you like me? That's sort of like the question that you get written in high school, where it's just like, do you like me? Yes or no? Wow. Okay. Okay. I mean, I guess that's the answer right there. Okay, I definitely was not expecting that so early, especially with my low luck stat. I didn't generally think we would get this far. Yeah, it took us a hot while, but I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure. And then we come back for that. I think Hive Mind's good enough. Like, it's not the best. It's generally not the best, but what else are we gonna spend our mega money on? You know? I sorta do and I sorta don't want to waste my time on that. Like, you didn't even have a soul heart for me. Well, what else am I supposed to think? Oh my god! Alright. We got Spider Baby. A transformation that I feel like is the hardest, one of the hardest transformations to get. Wow. Okay, Spider Baby, let's go. Gotta go fast. And like I said, I am gonna wholeheartedly go back and go grab my my full health pill. Why shouldn't I? Yeah, I got a strength card, but that ain't no full health pill. How did I stand on creep? Okay. I don't want to mess this up, okay? I don't want to mess this up. You got one shot. You got one shot to not blow. And it's very, very difficult. I think it was in here. Where did all these spiders come from, by the way? I know that probably sounds like a stupid question. But I blinked. I genuinely blinked. Oh, darn. No, I don't want to use a bomb on those two skulls. I'm not gonna say it's not worth it. I don't even know why I'm doing this, but okay. My brain told me to do it. And I got a soul heart out of it, so thank you, brain. I approve. Granted, I'm gonna sort of waste it going in here. Bad trip again, and paralysis. All right. Okay. Like, oh my god. I never want to say please nerf. If they nerf Spider Baby, I don't even like. I didn't even configure that we had 3 spider items. Okay. I think Spider Baby is becoming sort of my favorite transformation. Oh, apparently it's the mom fight, which I didn't realize. Okay. Bye. Bye-bye. Like, this is sort of dumb. It's sort of dumb, but sort of pretty cool. And, like, don't call me the comeback kid. Don't call me the comeback kid, because I've enjoyed it. And plus, I'm not a kid. Like, I don't know if I had the option to turn into a kid, I don't know if I would. Shoop to whoop, not a bad item. I knew the boss wasn't down here, and I still came all the way here. Okay, cool. Nope. Diglett, Diglett dig. Diglett die. Diglett die. Diglett die. I will waste a few bombs here. The stars card, absolutely pointless. That is extremely tempting. This is extremely tempting as well. Because don't forget, we do have a Humble Bundle, which is extremely nice. Humble Bundle drops double the normal amount of beautiful consumables. Like, does that little thing create flies? I like how my voice is cracking. Maybe I am turning, maybe I'm reverting back. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Joe Wilde Plays. How are you? How generally are you? Everybody asks how are you, but they never know, they never say what are you. It's a shame. Oh, hey, now it's 2 of you. Long time no see. If you don't like Lilith, come on now. Like, sincerely, wholeheartedly, I think I'm falling in love with Lilith again. I think I genuinely love Lilith. Lilith, I know you didn't do that. You didn't do that, okay? I can't blame you for giving me a bad curse room. I can't blame you. That is not Lilith's fault. Don't you criticize. Like okay. Stinky diaper, shoutouts to people in the ABDL community. Yeah, I think that's a real thing. I'm almost positive that's a real thing. Shout outs to them. People watch my content, you know, I support every, I don't know, it's one of those things where I can never say like, okay, I support everybody, because people are going to be like, oh, hey, do you support this like bad this bad people? Like, obviously not, but you're right, I did not clarify. I mean, like, it's very weird, especially the time that we've lived in, or we're living in, because what I realized, I think there's a fan fetishism, and I don't mean like this in a dirty way. I think there's a community, a fan culture of anything. And I think it's really neat in a way that we've come so far just to sort of just be like, hey, you're not alone at this standpoint. You're not. I just recently found out that a trip that I went to in high school called Unitown. Dark Bum, where'd you come from? Unitown here in Arizona. Apparently, when I was there in high school, okay, it was about suicide prevention. Now, it came out in the newspaper this year. They had it again, and it was basically taking people of like the LGBT community and be like saying this is wrong, and I'm like, this is insane. Okay, like, it's the craziest thing. As long as you didn't touch my health, which I don't think you did. Like, it is the craziest thing, and it wasn't like a church thing, by the way. It was not like, oh, hey, buddy, you know, praise be to Jeebus. No, it was like understanding people, and I guess the new owners sort of bought it, and they were like, oh, hey, you know, why are you like this and everything. And it was so bizarre. You know, my mom calls me up and she's like, hey, did you read the newspaper? I'm like, no, I hate the news because it's all filled with toxicity. And she's like, well, you may want to read this article because, you know, you experienced this, and, you know, I don't remember you talking about this. I'm like, yeah, because it really wasn't like that. And it's crazy. It's really crazy how, you know, at this point of the game, you know, called life, not the Binding of Isaac Repentance, maybe one day, but it's just like, you're not gonna like change somebody's mind to be like, hey, I like this type person or whatever. Like, I just found that so weird in a way that I'm like, this thing that I went to in high school became sort of like a cult. Be like, okay, like, it boggles my mind. It really does, how, especially with like a school project, you know, I know the school that I went to sort of sucked, like, a lot. It was in a very rich district, and it was pretty piss, and it was just really, really bad. But because the school had millions of dollars, it was just like, oh yeah, we could pay anybody to say this school's great. And granted, I wasn't like, I'm not a millionaire or anything, but at the point of where I moved to, it was sort of one of those phases where there was really no school option left, because it was the only school in the district. It was either that or like get shanked, and my mom was just like, no, you're not gonna go there. And I'm like, okay, like, oh, okay, like, whatever. Like, I never really paid attention in school anyway, so sure. Like, I don't know what you want me to do here. Like, thank you. Thank you. I didn't want to get shanked today. I really didn't. Our current skill set is definitely not enough to defeat Mega Satan, first of all. But yeah, like this high tech, not crime, but be like asking kids, you know, why are you like this? And it's baffling. It really is. It's just like, hey, can you convert to Schradeism? And I forgot the word, but I like I've said this before, and if you need to say it again, if you need to hear it again, I really don't care. Like, it's not like I don't care, but it's sort of like that chip on your shoulder where, like who you like, do whatever you want to do, and I think the communities for everything is just, I think it's sort of empowering, if I'm gonna be honest. That is sort of really the right word that I want to use here, because at the end of the day, you know, there was a lot of things that I think a lot of people, I don't want to say were shunned of, but I don't think they really had a chance with, if I'm gonna be honest. But now we're like in 2022, you're never alone. You know, it may take some searching, it may take some whatever, but there's no way, shape, and form you're the only person that likes something. It's not possible at this state point. And that's generally how I like to visualize it, because I think it's really the truth. I think it's generally wholeheartedly the truth at this point. Okay. And yeah, like I said, there's forums. I don't want to be here. I just don't want to be here right now. And like, and it's not even like games culture wise or anything like that. It's like, hey, I like this because X, Y, and Z. Oh, really? I like this because X, Y, and Z. Like, it's never you're alone. And I just find that really cool. Yeah, those spiders, I think those spiders are pretty bomb. Like that's nuts right now. Granted, when I lose that, I become super weak. But with my skills and your positivity, I think we could do this. I think we could do this. Heck, there are people out there right now celebrating the 90s that you know, it was a thing. So I definitely, the 90s have passed, but there's people that's still living the 90s like it's today. So I mean, it's one of those things where, what are you gonna do? Tell them it's not the 90s anymore? Be like, no, they're living their best life. Who cares? Who cares? Like, I think there are fads, there are trends, and there's stuff that you live by. And you don't even figure that out until later in life. Like, you could generally be like, this is me now. And there are people, there are communities out there that's gonna support you because they went through the same thing. And like, how cool is that? How flippin' cool is that? Well, thank you for wasting one of my spooters. I appreciate that, game. Well, you did give me a lot of bombs, so I'm not gonna say this run was amazing, because it definitely was not. Like, we're shooting so quickly, and like, no matter what, who you are, I think there is a type of community you belong in right now. And that's going to be the question of the day. You know, what community do you fall under? Because generally, I'd like to know. I think we all... Oh, okay. I think we generally all have... That's something we look forward to joining. We all like talking about. I mean, I don't think we really peaked on like who likes what. So, I mean, it's just a great way to like understanding people more. Curse of the Blind. Okay, well, as much as I love taking items, I don't think I'm going to. Because why will I? See, our damage could be a heck of a lot worse also. Like, there's still people in their 50s or older that really love Disney. So, like, one of my friends was just like, oh my god, you know, I'm turning 30 and I like Disney. People are gonna laugh at me. I guarantee you they're not. And he went, he had a great time, and guess what? Nobody laughed at him, because it's either really there are people out there that like doing what they want to do, or they just don't care. We're just like, okay, like what's gonna insult you? Oh, Disney boy, like, oh god, heaven forbid you like Disney. Oh wow, it's only been around for over 100 years at this point. Almost 100 years. Mr. Boom, tempting. I think it came out in 1929. Hey, don't you ever hit me again. Like, oh no, heaven forbid. He called me a name that's not really an insult, but I took it as one. Like, okay. Like, as long as it's not hurting anyone or like yourself, you go for it. You do whatever you want to do. And that's a code I live by. Where, is it hurting you? Is it hurting the people that care about you? No? And you like doing it? Okay. And unfortunately, like, real talk, there are habits out there that, you know, may not hurt you, but it may hurt the people that you care about, and it's really weird. Like, as long as they listen, you know, that's all that matters. Hey, I finally took red heart damage. Hooray. I like how I'm actually considering keeping this this all the way through. There was a lot of enemies here that I didn't think were here. Cool. Alright, well. I didn't get red hearts. Okay. Now for me, I generally... Okay, well, at least I got something. Oh yeah, oh, Dark Bum. Thank you. Thank you for stealing that. I didn't want you to do that, but you know what? I guess you deserve it more. The Fool card. I forgot about that little bugger. Okay. And I don't think I could bomb out, by the way. I am okay with this. Ow! Dude! Okay. Well, it's still a little scary. Alright, well. Unfortunately, that needed to be done. Wow, who would have thought Gish would almost kill me? One is dead, finally. Way more harder than you thought, so I will be wasting bombs here to do that black skull. Okay. Especially now. Okay. One black heart. One black heart. That's all I want. That is so tempting. You don't even know how tempting that is. You don't understand. You won't understand how important that is. Okay, well... No. Well, thank you for making me save a bomb. Well, thank you also for letting me take damage. I don't like how close it is. I don't like how close it is. Could this be like the secret room? See, now I'm scared a little bit. Okay, this is an item. Still not one of my favorite items. Okay. Because truly, wholeheartedly, I don't even know how they work. And I did it twice in a row. Okay. Oh, did they fix it? Oh, is it just like the bottom? Okay. Okay. Well, I think I have it now. All right, well. Come on, buddy. Ow. If I could stop missing, that would be swell. I have no bombs. I have no bombs. I think I got it. Oh my god, I got it. Succubus. Okay. No. I did it though. I did it. I was gonna say, I don't think we have unlocked that familiar, which is pretty insane, and it gave it to us. All right. That was fun. That was over an hour run. Get out of here. That was stupid, but I'll take that. I've unlocked Succubus. A very good familiar. I approve of it. But thank you everybody so much for watching. This has been Joe Wilde Plays. Stay tuned on Friday. The 17th, if not the I don't think it'll be the 14th on Discord, but stay tuned. Hopefully the Discord will be done by the 17th of June, and if it is, this is going to come out after that anyway, so the link in the Discord will be in the description down below. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you're happy, because you made me happy by watching. Take care, and bye bye.